Hi guys, so it is my first, I'm talking a little low because first of all, people might be able to hear me, which is kind of embarrassing. I'm still sick. This is my first sit down video in Scotland. I thought I'd do it while I have the room to myself because Andrew, he's out. So I just compiled like some questions that I think might be interesting to know. What am I doing here? How long I'm gonna be here? And I'm in Scotland, by the way, if you don't know. This is like a complete like turnaround from what my normal videos are. Like they're usually like I have this thing called the beanbag series, but obviously I didn't bring my beanbag here. My life I thought was like typical like life, but it's not. Obviously, like this isn't everyone's normal, normal life, whatever. Anyway, here let's just start. How long am I here for? So I'm here for a little over 4 weeks. As you know, I do work in a hospital and we are meant to work every 3 weeks a weekend, but I was able to fortunately get my weekend off. I asked back in February, March time. I was like, hey, can I get this weekend off in July, blah blah. They were like, you have to ask around for people to switch weekends, and I was like, okay. So I asked around, and obviously like no one's gonna switch their weekend. It's July, everyone's going on vacation. I just asked, I was like, hey, I'm using PTO, can I get this weekend off? And it took like 2 months for them to say yes. After they said yes, that's when I went and booked my flight. And you may be thinking, like, financially, how do I support myself here? How do I, pay for like rent and fly and things like that? So my rent isn't all that expensive to me. It may be, my rent is $700 a month for my little apartment, because my apartment isn't big. And then I have like an electric bill, a gas bill, internet bill. Like my electric bill is probably like let's say average like $80 to $100 a month. This past month it was $30. No, 2 months ago it was $30. The past month it was like $100 and something because I kept my AC on all like non-stop. So my AC was on like non-stop, and then when it was like cold outside, my electric bill was like $300 a month. My gas bill is typically always $25 to $30. My gas bill is typically always $25 to $30, and then my internet bill is $60 every month. How I did it was I would just pay my rent in advance. At my job, there's always opportunity to work extra hours, pick up extra shifts, obviously with incentives to like make more money. So what I would do is, as you can see from like, oh, I picked up today, oh, I picked up today, I would pick up to like pay my rent in advance so I wouldn't have to pay rent while I was here. Basically, that's what I did. I worked really hard, and I worked a lot to like get this time off. So that's how I am here without paying rent, because I paid my rent in advance. Second is, how do I support myself here financially? Well, because I don't pay for where I'm staying. I stay with Andrew. He has a car, so I don't pay any of that. He buys groceries, like things like that. Like we'll like rotate like who buys like takeaway. If we're going out for dinner, clothes and shoes, we tend to like, most of the time he's buying it, but like sometimes we'll split it, depends on what it is. Yeah, so since I did take PTO, I do get paid while I'm here. So I'm here for 4 weeks, well, less than that now, obviously, because I've been here like 6 days or 7 days or something. So I get paid PTO while I'm here. I accrue PTO hourly. It depends on how much hours you work, you'll get PTO. The thing is though, we get like 6 call-off days. I've called off 8 times. If I didn't use those call-off days automatically take your PTO. So if I didn't use any of that, I would have had way more days. Silly me, whatever. Do I get along with his family? There's someone out there. Fuck me. I can hear it. Yes, I think like when I first met everyone, it's a little awkward. I'm just an awkward person, shy, reserved kind of person, and may not come across that way, but I'm extremely introverted. It's not as if it was awkward as it is meeting new people. Last year I met like everyone in his family, because last year there was a wedding. You know how weddings are, like everyone gets together, whatever. People are probably gonna be like, did they say anything about you being black? No. Honestly, Andrew never told his family that I was black, which is like pissed me off, because like, why did you not tell them? Like, I told my family you're white, because they're not gonna be like expecting They're not gonna be like expecting me to like fucking walk in the door. And I think that's what it was. I don't think they were expecting me. I'm not saying they weren't welcoming, they weren't nice, they weren't kind, they were, but obviously Scotland's majority white, they weren't expecting me. You know what I mean? My family obviously was expecting him because I had showed them photos at this point. Andrew's a very private person. He didn't have any social media when we got together. He got Instagram. He talks to my family on, that's how he communicates with my parents and my brothers, because you know my parents don't have iPhones, whatever. Yeah, so that's how that went. Our families have never met, which is crazy. So we're hoping next year we can get our families together. Everyone always asks about, like even like when we were hanging out with Andrew's friends, they were asking about it and stuff, and I'm just like, you guys, don't ask him, you have to ask me, because he's very private. He wants like everyone to know when everything's like put together. He doesn't want everyone to see like the process of like booking this, you know what I mean? Like he wants to make sure everything's organized before we say anything. But I'm more so like, I want this, and he's more so, oh, I'll let you know when we decide, like kind of thing. And if you be like, oh, what do you think about this, he'll be like, oh, I'm still deciding. He's so private. How does my family feel about it? They feel fine. They love him. They talk to him almost every day. No, it's been smooth. I've never had any issues with like my family getting along with him. There's never been like, Asia, choose sides. It's never been like that kind of thing. I just don't see how that could happen because Andrew's such a good communicator. I wonder if they can hear me. Even my coworkers, they were like, oh, don't you get scared that he's like cheating on you? I just say no, because I don't think he would do that. Obviously, no one thinks their man's gonna fucking cheat on them, obviously. But I just think if he were going to do something like that, he has had so much opportunity. I think he spends so much time, effort, money, too much stuff on to me to, like, do that. Which, like, that's such a lame excuse, because, like, do I think he is? No. Could he be? Yes. That's like with everyone. I feel like that's with like everyone that you could say that about. But no, I don't feel that way. He doesn't give me a reason to not trust him. This is gonna be cut short because I feel like I'm being listened to, and then we can just go into our nighttime routine. So awkward. Fuck. Okay, talk to you later. It is 7:43 p.m. right now. We have a fan. As you can see, I'm still not any better. I took a nap. Andrew was gone practically the whole day, and he just got back, and then he left again to go put his chickens back in like the house. I've still not gotten any better. It feels like my chest is like congested. I've got like a rash on my chest, my throat. I've got the sniffles. My throat is itchy, like the whole nine. So I'm not doing good. We're gonna just like have a chill night. I've done nothing all day, and I feel like I've said that for the past like 2 videos, but it's true. I still don't feel well. Hopefully I get better. I just felt kind of awkward earlier because it feels like someone's listening to me, and I just get like awkward and cringed out when I feel like people are listening to me. I started watching The Quarterback again. I didn't know Joe Burrow's house got broken into. Where have I been? I feel like I've been living under a rock. People are just losers. Like, I hate people who do stuff like that. Not to glaze him, it's his money. You're selling his things he earned with his money. It just gives me brokey. I think if a man I were with, oh, I stole Joe Burrow's this, I would get the ick. You're a grown man. Let that sink in. You're a grown man. You can't get your own money. You can't get no job. You don't have a car. Like, you I'm gonna enjoy my night. This is like short. Maybe it's not short. Maybe it's 8 to 15 minutes after. It's not gonna be 15 minutes. Most max 10, 30. But anyways, this is how my night's going. And I was like, oh my god, we're gonna do a night routine. We don't even fucking have one. We literally just get into bed, cuddle, and watch TV. Or a movie or something. I was thinking about changing my flight to going home a little bit earlier because I get home and then the next day I go to work. I work night shifts. If you guys don't know, I work the night shift. It would give me like almost a full day to like recover. My thing is, my sleep schedule is pretty much like on track. everyone said it's a bad idea to go to work the next day and just to like come home a few days early to like get settled and stuff like that. But I don't really want to do that. I want to go home and get straight back into like my routine and stuff. I said I wasn't gonna pick any shifts up for August, but I'm probably gonna look on the website for like shifts to pick up. I'm not working 3 in a row anymore. That's not me. I have to like learn my limit. Like after a year, I know my limit. My limit is 2. I could work 2 at the beginning of the week, give me 3 days off. I'm knocking that one out. That one's gonna fly by. I just don't want to do 3 in a row anymore. 4 in a row, fuck no. I did that. I've done that a few times and it's difficult. It never gets easier. But I've started talking about a whole different thing. So I'm gonna finish watching the quarterback. Have the night you deserve. Have a kid night.
No, you won't get there. They're pretty far away. Falkirk, that's way too far. They're not even a gale.